Welcome in. Welcome back to the Crypto Bully Bear channel, where there's only fun decoding and no financial advice. So I just want to share some wise words that were shared with me, and it really made sense. So I figured, since they were such valuable words to me, why not share with you guys? So I was speaking with a friend of mine, and he told me, I was asking him, what do you think about this and that, and, throwing money. I like certain coins for long shots. And he had said, even though that's all nice and good, like for instance, we have Crypto Rick and Crypto Starship, talking about a lot of these classic coins, right? And they can possibly blow up. But the trick is, you don't know which one, or they could be all of them, but you don't know which one. So then you go and you have to buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you hold on. And you kind of thin out your well, they say that you're spreading out your profits, so you're not putting everything in one basket, right? That was my model too, thinking like, it'd be good if you covered all your bases and you had your money in a little bit of everything. But if you think about it, if you have, let's just say you had $100, let's just say you had $1,000, and you took $50 and put it in here, $50 put it in there, and you put it into 20 different assets, $50 each. You might make some money, but you probably won't make the type of money to retire with, you know what I mean? Like enough money to be like, okay, I don't got to worry about work anymore, this or that or the third. You might catch a few cryptos by surprise, like a Shiba Inu or a Doge, where it first came out with major zeros and then you caught it, but how many times do people get lucky like that? So the wise words was, even though it's good to not leave everything all in one basket just in case, it's also good to look into a project, do some research, and figure out what project you like the most and what's more reliable. After you figure that out, he tells me that's when you should just go balls deep. Because if you think about it, if you had $1,000 and you broke it down to 20 assets and you put it at 50 here, 50 there, 50 here, 50 there, if you did a 10 timer, that's only $500. Right? If you did a 10 timer. If you did, now if you put, let's just say you saw 2 projects and you put 500 in each one, now you're talking about, instead of $500, you're talking about 5,000. Right? If you really, really loved one particular project and you were really, really sure about it, and you knew for sure that it was going to be the future and it was solving world problems, he says, wouldn't it be better to put all your money into something that you definitely know, instead of guessing and hoping that something might? Because that's how you become wealthy, is by doing that. Figuring out what project works for you, make sure it's legit, and then going balls deep in it. Because now if I took my $1,000 and I found one project and I went balls deep, my $1,000, if you're going to do a 10 timeser, now turn into $10,000. You can do a lot more with $10,000 than you could with $500. You understand? So that is me sharing those wise words. Is if you really want to, because you always get people asking you questions, well, how many of these coins should you hold if you think it's going to be worth something, and how many coins do you think to hold, that you're going to be okay? And the true answer is, I don't know how many coins. You know, you look into the project, you like it, and you buy as much as you can without you crying. All right? I would say the one major thing to do is when you put in an investment, put in enough money where if that investment goes to zero, you're not going to feel gutted. Okay? If you're putting in $1,000 and that's all you have, and if you lost that $1,000 and you're going to commit suicide, then I would not invest. That means you're not ready. Okay? Only invest the amount of money that you're willing to lose. All right? That's two tips today. Only invest the amount of money that you're willing to lose, because if you do lose it, you'll be okay. You won't be so emotional. As well as, instead of spreading throughout 20 different projects, figure out, just a handful of projects, 2 or 3 of them, and then go balls deep into that, because that'll make more money for yourself. And that's something that was helpful for me, because I had spread out a lot of my money throughout all these little coins, just hoping that one of these coins would do like a Doge or a Shiba Inu type move, That's all we hope for. So, I had, throwing $100 here, $100 there, gamble here, gamble there, gamble here, gamble there. I think it was more like, let's stop gambling and let's be more smarter and put your money into sure things, so you know that you're going to get a return back. And a big return, because if you knew that your project was going to be good, then you would have no worries about it. But like I said, only invest in money that you're willing to lose. That's the best advice I can give you. You can't go wrong when you do that. Because like I said, I repeated this before. When I buy crypto, I usually buy it and just consider it as a loss. I just consider it as a loss. So I'm not married to it. I got no feelings to it. I have nothing, no relation toward it. So if I do lose it, I just kind of shrug it off and be like, whatever. So anyway, that's really it. Those are my 2 tips. I hope you're all doing well. I hope everything is good. I hope your energy is up. I know the Bitcoin halving is coming, but I don't really feel excited about it, to be honest, because what I'm learning also is when everybody's expecting something to happen, it doesn't happen. And I know everyone's expecting this bull run to happen. I'll be honest with you, I think the bull run is not going to start in April. I'm hoping it starts in May. I'm hoping my big bang date is the ball of this investment going up. But from a lot of the decodes, from what I see on that date also, I see kind of negative stuff around that time. So I can see a crash. And if I'm going to put it like this, I can see a crash in 2 months. I can see a crash in toward the end of May. And I can see another crash. If it doesn't happen in May, the opposite date of that is August, I think August 9th. So it's either the end of May, like May 23rd, around that time, or around 8/8, 8/9, somewhere around that time. So I don't know. Let's see if I'm right. But from what I did with some research yesterday, it seems like a crash will be coming. And there's a lot of repeated behavior, like the end of 2019, early 2020, with CEOs selling and stuff like that. Again, people only sell their company stocks, especially when they're doing good, is if they believe that they can buy it for cheaper. So that means maybe a crash. They understand maybe a crash is coming, or whatever the case is. But somebody knows something. Something's about to pop off. And I truly hope that the coins go up. I would really love to relocate already. I think I'm done with New York City. I'm done with the city. From everything I learned, I'm ready to go out into the woods. Need me some green grass around me and less energy. Anyway, that's it for now. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. And yeah, Do your research, do it thoroughly, understand what project is going to save the world and solve world problems, and then go balls deep into that. That's all I can tell you. And only invest what you are comfortable losing. So you're going to spend $500 on investment. Make sure if that shit goes to zero, that you're not going to be crying or have an attitude with your partner or give some type of attitude with somebody else because you lost your money. So, anyway, that's all I can say. Thank you for liking, watching, subscribing. Bully Bear out.